Welcome once again to another episode of Puck Talk with Fern and Mac. I am Fern, sorry. I don't know, stumbling for my own name. Good start. And
And I am Mac.
she's Mac. What's up?
Nothing. How's it going?
Oh, well, if that start means anything,
It
I don't know.
can only go up.
Long weekend, I guess. No, not really, but yeah. Um, yeah, nothing's up. I'll get it together
Mhm.
by the end of it. Uh,
Excellent.
how was your weekend?
It was full of hockey. How was yours?
Uh, almost the same. And then yesterday there was some hockey, and then there was
Yeah.
I I'll get into it later because it's one of the topics. But then there was another event that I like that you make fun of me for that was on that I turned to. So um, that's
Why
neither
do
here
I not
nor
know what we're
there
talking about?
because it's a hockey podcast. So I'll never say.
Oh, like the fights.
Well, fights
You
everywhere.
talking about like WWF, that stuff?
No, 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 no. You make fun of me for that too, but no,
I know. So there's too
that I'm
many
not.
things to.
That's not. I'm not ashamed to say any of them, but we're just a hockey podcast and it has nothing to do with it.
Okay. All right.
But uh, yeah. Speaking of the weekend, uh,
Mm-hmm.
two outdoor games. Uh,
Yes.
one.
Um, Flyers, I was a little disappointed. I
Uh,
thought Ike's kind of pulling for them to win, and he I'm not looking too hot.
well, I've been telling you
Er,
this all season. It's my team, and they'll find a way to let you down, and they did it. This was
Oh,
this was a big game for them, standings and everything. The Devils are creeping up. They are starting to get healthy. Uh,
yeah.
not that game, but before the game today, and he's playing one of their top defenders. Segan Halter is back. So that was a big win for them against us. And I mean,
Urson didn't look too good.
yeah, I mean, that might be his first outdoor game. I've heard those
Well,
are,
I'm sure. Yeah, probably.
I heard those are really hard to get used to from goalies because of there's no like depth of field because the fans are
Okay.
further away. So it's,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. There's like spaces and like, I
The
guess
lights are a little different.
lights are a little different, easier to get lost because there's nothing behind.
Right. Yeah, true. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that makes sense.
That's always, I think, from what I've read, that's always been like not a complaint, but that's always been like
That and
an
ice
excuse, I
conditions
guess.
aren't always the best.
I didn't hear too much, but I also
No, because it was cold enough, so I wouldn't think. But I like usually that's an issue. But
it got as low as 28, I think, during the
yeah,
finals.
I think they were fine.
Yeah. Devils come out on top if you didn't see it. The second game
And
was
I can't believe I didn't watch it. I mean, I watched parts of it, but I didn't. I
you're
had to watch
busy,
the
you had
replays.
other things.
Well,
But it was really good.
yeah.
It looked early like the Islanders were in
Yes.
control.
Yep.
And then the Rangers made a
Pulled
comeback
it
and
out.
slowly started chipping at it.
Mhm.
Um, if anybody doesn't remember, it was 3-1 at the end of the first period.
Mhm.
And then Islanders got another one in the second, but it was 3-4 by the end of the second. So
Okay.
it turned really good. And then there was a controversial
At the
ending,
Yeah,
which I don't get. Did you see the replay of that?
I did, and the puck went in before the net was even off, right?
That's what they're saying, but to me, it didn't look like it. I saw that replay like 6 times, and I don't see it, but I get like
So what are you saying? You think it shouldn't have been a goal?
it was really close, is what I'll say. I don't think it's like
Uh,
we need to like. I'm not protesting it.
but
Like
I think their point was even if it was off, it would have gone in anyway. So I mean, it wasn't like a
I think that is what they were going by. So I
yeah.
mean, I'm sure there's some Islanders fans who are mad. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
however many they are, I don't think I've ever met one.
Me
So
either.
I did get invited to an Islanders game this weekend, but
Oh, really? That'd be cool.
against the Lightning, but we got our, regular jobs to do Saturday.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah,
Look
just
at us being all grown up.
we have regular jobs. Yeah. Um, in New York. Can't make it there
Oh,
by the time we get off, but yeah.
that'd have been cool though.
Yeah, I've never been to the new stadium. I've never been to the Coliseum either, the old one, but
Mm-mm.
that's near here or there. Bedard was back.
Yes,
I
I saw that with his big
think
bubble.
yeah, so he did have a bubble. We were talking about that
Yes,
off air.
he's it's like he didn't miss a beat.
No, he's played 3 games so far, 2 goals, 3 assists.
Yep,
Um,
good
the
for
only,
him.
the only game he didn't do anything, I think, was the first game. He just had an assist. That's
No,
it.
I think the first game he had a goal, didn't he? I thought the first, I maybe not. I
Um,
thought the first game back he had a goal.
no,
Oh, okay.
it was an assist.
Oh, excuse me. Still a point though.
Eh, yeah, it was an assist. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
what's still a point? I think he's actually 2-4. Actually, 2 goals, 4 assists. It's
Oh,
easy.
wow.
I didn't do that tally right. But yeah, he's coming back. The kid's good.
Yeah,
Um,
good for him.
no denying it.
Good for the Blackhawks.
You see why they saved him? They put him in
Yeah, all right.
for
I mean,
months over that drug.
I mean, I don't know if it was that necessary, but whatever. Anyway, moving on.
Well, moving on to one of the really good players that I got to witness um, in my young lifetime. His name is Yarmir Yager. He was the Pens retired his number.
And he still practiced with them
Yes,
the
because
day of retirement.
I think
He
he's
still
still
plays.
playing. Yeah, I think he still plays
Yeah,
back home
yeah,
in
he does.
it's a Czech. He's Czech, I think.
Um,
Um, yeah, we'll go with that for now.
yeah, sure.
Or he's either that or Slovakian. One of the two. They were a country at once.
Okay,
Czechoslovakia.
well that's
I'm just saying.
okay. All right, but yes, he does still play. You're right.
Yeah. So he skated with them, and then they retired his number as a Pens. I
Mhm.
believe, and I saw this happen. He played for every team in that division before it became the Metropolitan.
Oh, really?
Yes. So obviously he played for the Penguins for years. He played for the Caps. He played for the Rangers. He played for the Flyers. Played for the Bruins, and he played for the Devils.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's not something you hear every day.
He wore the C for the Rangers too for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Spent 4 years there. Spent 4 years in with the Caps.
Hmm.
Um, Flyers, Dallas. He was a star. Yeah, I forgot he was a star. Yeah, almost played for every team in
Wow.
the league. He is he is currently back in his home country of I was right, the Czech Republic,
Look at you.
the
Good
Czech
for
Republic,
you.
Czechoslovakia, either one. Czech Republic. That's what is known now.
Okay.
And he is 52, still going strong.
Good for him.
Some guys just can't let it go. It's like a drug.
Well, I mean, if you still got it, then
But
let
does
him.
he? No offense
I
to
don't know. I think
the
he
guy.
still does pretty well because they always, I don't know, they always show some of his like the highlights and stuff from over there, and he seems to be doing all right. Shoot,
Yeah,
if you can still do it, do it.
but what's the competition really like?
Who cares? If he can still do it and keep up with those young guys, who cares?
I'm sure I can still play in a beer league.
Well, let's not get carried. I mean, it would have to be
I mean,
some kind of beer league. I mean,
listen, just saying, not to
and it's
downplay,
not roller hockey, it's ice hockey.
well, not to downplay Yager's career.
Yeah,
It was fun to
pretty
watch,
sure
except when he was
you
a
could
Penguin.
you couldn't take Yager. Yeah, how did that even? I'm surprised you even like him because of that.
Well, he was on my team, so I like him because of that. I liked him. I didn't like him every other stop he had in the division at the
Okay,
time.
well, that's
So for
weird.
the time he was a Flyer, I liked him. I think it was like 2 years. I mean,
Wow.
I mean,
Well,
Flyers do this thing, right? So the Flyers do this thing where I told one of somebody we know that look at like the Flyers seem to always get these like stars when they're like basically done.
mhm,
And
yeah.
it's like, oh look, like they did it with Vinny LeCavalier from the Lightning. They got him in like his last like 2 years of his career where he was basically like done basically. Martin St. Louis, the same thing, came over for the Lightning like his last like 2-3 years.
Really? Because I feel like they get people and then they finally get rid of them, and then those people do amazing.
Well, that happens too in Philadelphia. Like not just the
Yeah.
Flyers. That happens in Philadelphia. Like in general, it's like a curse.
All right.
Um.
Well, I only pay attention to ice hockey, but
Well, I'm reassuring you. It happens in the other sports. I don't know what it is. I think it's to get into it a little bit. I think it's the some people can't handle the pressure that the fan base is put on.
well, that's yeah, plain and simple. I've said that from day one.
They go to other places where they don't care as much, and they do better.
Right.
So there,
Um, hold on. Speaking of your Flyers, they finally named captain
they did.
because that happened after we talked last week. So
They did finally. It had been what 2 years I think since Giroux left.
is
Uh,
that all it's been?
this would be two, so 2.5 because he got traded at the deadline
Oh,
two
okay.
2 seasons ago. He got traded to the Panthers when they made
Yeah, right. And
the
then
year they
yeah,
had the year they had the really good record, not
yeah.
last year when they played you guys. So yeah, it's been 2.5 years. So they hadn't had a captain. Sean Couturier, the longest tenure player on the team, was named the captain. Took a
That's
while,
good.
but
Good for him.
they might have been waiting for like a star, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, and then that gave they also named they gave Konechny one of the A's. Um,
So they didn't have a captain or assistants. Nothing.
well, they had one assistant
That's
captain.
what I
That's
thought.
all
Can't
they
don't you have
had.
to have something? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they had one assistant captain. It was Scott Lawton. He was like the only official one
And now it's
all
connect me also.
season. Konechny and then Couturier got the C, which I'm pretty sure he had an A before, but he wasn't wearing it this year. I don't know what was going on there. I think they kind of knew. They just pretty sure he wore an A last year or the year before.
Okay. Gotcha.
He didn't have it this year. But now he has the C, and Konechny gets the A. So, good for them.
Gotcha. Good for them.
Yes.
How about the Wild?
Wild game. No pun intended. Well, pun intended.
Okay.
Um, what, what a second.
Anyway,
What a second
that was
period.
amazing.
That was what a
Yeah.
second period. I did not
Yeah.
watch it live because I think this game was going on when I was watching that other sporting event. That
Well, I had it on in the background and I just kept hearing like they scored like four like
the
what?
kept hearing the horn.
Oh no, but I kept hearing I heard him say something like so many goals in 4 minutes. It was like
It was
it's
four,
just
it was five, I
insane.
think. It was
Yeah, and
5 minutes.
I can't believe they left Gus in as long as they did. Because man, they were just scoring on him, scoring on him, scoring on. And then they finally put I don't know when they put Flurry in. I think it was the third period.
Yeah, they put him in the third period. He only faced 8 shots.
6 shots. Oh, and he saved
Eight
six.
they
Okay.
saved six, let two in. That was
Yeah.
Fleury's line. Gustafson faced 11, let in five because it was what 7-10 the final score.
Yeah.
10-7.
No. Yeah.
10-7.
Yeah, but they were losing 5-2.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
They
Yeah,
were
it was like
five to
it
two,
was crazy.
5-2, and then I
Two
got
hat tricks.
yes,
And
it was
then they each had 3 assists. Eriksson Ek and Kaprizov.
this was in the third. I kept saying the second. The goals
I
happened
was
in
gonna
the third.
say, yeah.
It
But the
was
two in the third were empty nets, but still.
yeah, well, the 5 minute span we were talking about. It's in the third. Start of the
Yeah, okay.
third. It was 5-3 going into the third period. 5-3 Canucks. Uh, the Wild got one late in the second to kind of have
Hmm.
like that momentum, and then it was yeah because it was basically like 30 seconds left in the second when they made it 5-3. So they had the momentum going into it, and
Hmm.
literally it was in 5 minutes, five. So basically a goal a minute. They basically
Okay.
scored in that. Yeah,
That's crazy.
fun to watch. Eriksson Ek, Eriksson Ek with a hat trick. Kaprizov,
And 3 assists. Same. Three hat trick and 3 assists.
Kaprizov with the hat trick came with the empty netter. So
And I think somebody on the Canucks had a hat trick, didn't they?
the Canucks.
I swear they said three. There was three hat tricks in that game, and I know two were the Wild.
Hold
So
on, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I could be wrong.
Yes, JT Miller,
Oh, okay.
the American
So yeah, I
hero.
thought they said three.
Yeah, JT Miller.
Well, that was an exciting game, and it was in Minnesota, so that's cool.
Minnesota. I forgot all the games were early. I was watching
I
the.
know. That's what I said. I was like, "What are these live?" Because I forgot it was the day
No,
off.
they were. It was the holiday. I watched a little bit of Blues. Who was the Blues playing? Damn it.
I
Uh,
don't know, but Vegas was even on early. I couldn't believe it. It was like a 6 or 7 o'clock game. I mean, we won, but I'm just saying.
Blues Maple Leafs. I watched. Like
Uh,
the first two quarters of
2 periods.
2 periods. Yeah,
Rough
you're
start.
right. 2 periods.
Mm,
I do
mm.
watch hockey. Don't shame me, people. Um. Anyway.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun yesterday. The games that I did get to watch, and then the Stadium Series, the
Hmm.
Islanders Rangers made up for it. Um.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So a random thing that I'll throw in here that I was kind of reading about. So the Caps,
Are
well,
they still a team? No, I'm just kidding.
they're actually up 1-0 over
Just
the Devils.
kidding.
They
Cool.
are. There was a move because I'm pretty sure they have the same owners, like we were talking about a few episodes ago.
Mm.
They have the same owners, so I think there was a proposal for them with the Wizards, who were the basketball team,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
for them to move to Virginia, and that got denied. So they're not moving to Virginia. I don't
Okay.
understand that. That stadium's not that old. I think they're just trying to get out of the city. There's probably taxes and stuff.
Well, it makes it hard to get to it because when we went, it's not. I don't. It's not like the Flyers where it's on the outskirts. It's like legit in.
Well, yeah, most big city teams are like that. Like, um, it looks like a regular building, like that just kind of blends in with all the other buildings.
Yeah, yeah, that one did, but I don't feel like Boston, and I didn't feel like Buffalo. Like none of them do. They kind of
Well,
stand on their own.
they don't have like the big parking lot like Philly. Not a lot of those have. It's in the
Well,
city.
yeah,
Like it's a parking garage, unlike the big open,
and
what
it's underneath the
complex.
arena.
Yeah, the park.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've never had the park. When I went there, I've been there 3 times. I've never had the park, because at the time, I had a friend of ours that lived in DC, so
Oh, okay. So you
we
just
would
walked,
we'd Uber,
or yeah.
over, to the games. So yeah, no, I get it. With that, it is kind of, I guess you could say, it is hard. I guess I've always been in the city, like I
Hmm.
said, already doing stuff. Uh, yeah, I also think it's probably some taxes that goes into it and stuff.
I would think, yeah.
They don't want to pay, like, but I mean, at the end of the day, there has to be like some approval process to it, and then you have to get funding. And who knows, they might be joining up with the football team because they're trying to move too. Um,
Oh, the well, not Redskins, not the Washington. What are they now? Or what are they?
Commanders, they're the Commanders.
Oh, Commanders.
I mean, they're not owned by the
Can't
same
get used to
people.
that.
They're not owned by the same people, but the Commanders did get a new ownership. It's actually the Commanders owner is the owners of the Devils, and he also owns the Philadelphia 76ers. So talk about an entanglement there.
That is an entanglement. Wow.
So yeah, Philly fans don't like that, like Philly like Sixers fans, because we're
Weird. Uh-huh.
well, they're stupid. I can say that. I've said that a lot about my own fan base. I don't subscribe to the same things they do most of the time, but they want an owner who's all about Philly. So like, yeah, but this isn't a basketball podcast. That's another thing.
True.
But yeah, that guy owns three, but not in the same city. So
Gotcha. Hmm.
they don't have a connection, but they were looking at sites in Virginia as well. So there's something going on in Virginia, but it's like it's gonna be in the outskirts, like right at the border. So it's not gonna be like they're still gonna call them the DC teams anyway. So
Right. Gotcha.
a change there. But
Hmm.
You got anything else before we get to games?
I do have a question because I was watching Vegas last night and they were playing the Sharks. That shark symbol has that's just from this year, right? The new shark symbol.
The middle?
Like the and it was on their uniforms, like just the
I
fin or
think
whatever.
I think it was when they got new uniforms. So whenever that is, so like a
Well,
last
because isn't
year
this
or
their
last
50
year,
years or something this
been
year?
around for 50 years.
I don't know. Maybe I made that up. I thought, and I because I was thinking, have they been at this like for so long, and I haven't even noticed it?
I
Because
think it's
yesterday was the first time I noticed it. I'm not gonna lie.
tells you how many Sharks team you're watching. I think this is like the second year. I think they when they switched the uniforms.
Really?
Yeah.
But they
So
still wear the old one, so they still have the whole like logo, right?
yes, that stayed the
Okay, I was
same.
gonna say.
So this is where it's like I think they might have changed like secondary logos. Because teams have that. There's like a main logo which is the shark eating the stick.
Right. Okay, that's what
They
I'm.
have
But
like a
this was different. And I was like, kind of look neat. I mean, I like those uniforms. The black was like
first
all,
first
all
season
black.
was first season was only one.
Shut up. Oh, you mean I thought you meant for those uniforms. I was gonna say, shut up.
No, first season was
91. Oh
yeah,
Lord. So
so
that's not. I was made that
a
up. Then.
50, yeah, but logo and jersey. So yeah, I think they just it's kind of like the watermark. What is it? So
It's just like that fin. Like it's on the
yeah,
ice and everything.
it's
That yeah.
weird. I was playing NHL the other day, and I mean I was at the stadium, so I knew I seen it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't not like it. I it just surprised me because I was like, wow, I must be like day late, dollar short. But
So I think what's happening with a lot of these teams, I don't know if they're trying to get away from like the goofy stuff. And
yeah, I
I
could.
never
Yeah,
thought it was goofy. I mean, it's more goofy that there's a shark as a whatever, but that's like
yeah, I never thought of it
not
as
that
like
big of
goofy
a
either.
deal. But I mean, I don't know. What was it? A full crowd? Did you think? I
Oh
didn't.
no, you mean yesterday? No, because that was what I because that was what made me think of it. And you were talking about like arenas and stuff, and I was thinking there was so many like empty seats.
Well, it's
It
look
was an early game, but
early their time. So
yeah,
what?
so it was probably like
Five?
a 3 o'clock game or
It was
no,
seven,
because
right? You said?
I think it was six
Okay,
our
yeah, so
time.
3 o'clock. Yeah, so 3 o'clock game.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I liked it. The stadium. I think I already went over this.
Hmm.
It is. It did seem a little smaller than the ones I've been to, and I mean, I get it. It's not like like a big market. Like when the team came, it was an expansion team. I'm sure. Like it. Yeah, like it wasn't a big market for hockey, so they didn't want to make like this huge stadium. But
Yeah, it was definitely there were definitely empty seats.
because it, like I said, it seats 17,4, so 17,400 and some change.
Hmm.
So like that's kind of on par. Most stadiums seat about 20. So
Yeah,
it's it just looks a little more compact than like the others. Like
yeah.
from the inside, if that makes any sense to anyone who's ever been to a stadium. But yeah. Anyway.
So what games do you have?
Um Flyers Blackhawks. I'll get to see Bedard in my television.
Oh, yeah.
Bruins Oilers tomorrow. That's all tomorrow, both of those games.
Go Bruins.
I don't like them. So
Go Bruins. I can't
um
listen to you know what. I can't do it.
he who do you don't want to
Ugh.
don't
I'm
want to
sure
be
he's a nice
named
person.
except when you defended him in the All-Star skill
I
challenge.
did defend them, so that is kudos for me. I'm
Avalanche
sure
Red
he's a nice
Wings.
person.
Red Wings on Thursday.
Red Wings, man, they're doing it.
Rangers Devils on Thursday. Just
Oh,
because
that'll be good. Again.
Panthers Hurricanes. That should be good.
Yeah. You
Maple
love your
Leafs.
Panthers.
Maple Leafs Golden Knights on Thursday. That should be a good.
What?
That
Yep.
I'll probably be asleep for because it's
Probably me too.
Vegas. But I'll
Yeah.
watch the highlights for everyone so we can talk
Hmm.
about it. Um, what else? Let me see. I'm just searching. Flyers Rangers. They always seem to play on Saturdays.
Well,
Uh,
that would be a good one though.
it's in Philly,
Okay.
3 p.m. Oh, I could
Hmm.
probably make that. I don't know. Not gonna do it.
I'll push it.
Maple Leafs Avalanche. This is all Saturday. Bruins Canucks Saturday.
That'd be good.
Saturday is a jam pack. I think everybody's playing, so that should be
It sounds like it.
Kraken Wild. Two of your favorite teams. Not
All right. When's that? Saturday?
that's all Saturday. A lot of
What
Saturday.
time's that game?
Um, it's a night one. I just
Okay.
switched the page. My bad.
I can look it up. I can look it up.
10.
It's not that serious. 10? Forget it. I'm gonna have to watch the recap on
All
that one.
right. Bedtime on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna have a wild Saturday, huh?
No pun intended. Dork.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go there. I was just
Too late.
from bed by 10. I mean by 9.
We have early hockey this weekend, so
Yeah. Flyers Pens on Sunday. So the Flyers we got the back-to-back rivals.
Yeah.
And it's they gotta go to Pittsburgh after playing. Oh, they're both 3:00.
Oh, they'll be all right.
6 hours, man. That's a lot.
We do it like it's nothing.
Well, they don't drive it. I'm an idiot. Like it's
I know, and I'm saying we do, and it's nothing. So they'll be all right.
I don't like long trips.
Well, you're not playing, so you're all right.
Except to Boston. Because
and same deal.
Even though I don't like the teams, I like the city a little bit. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I got. Theodore,
me too.
That should be good.
That should be good. Pretty excited about that.
Yeah, Vegas getting back to strong. Who else is out? I forget.
Well, Eichel.
Who's still
being smart?
Oh, Jackie. No,
yeah.
I wasn't being smart.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't been keeping up. You're my Vegas correspondent.
But we had a like a newbie. It was his first game the other night, and he had 2 points. He scored. His family was there. I always like to see that.
Was it Byron?
When the family's there. No. Start with the M. Hold on, I did write it down. Mason Morelli.
Oh, yeah, Mason. Look at Mason. Had a goal and an assist.
Yeah.
And
that's the first time in franchise history for that to happen. So that was pretty cool. And like I said, his family was there. I always think that's nice.
Well, that long history they got.
I know. So it dates back. Anyway.
I think you could score a goal to be a team record.
Whatever. Well, in a beer league, as you say.
No, I'm just saying.
Yes, I got it.
Do we know what the competition is like in Czech Republic? I'm just asking. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't watch.
Anyway. Well, we'll look into it and come back next week on that.
That's right. I'm going to watch Czech Republic games and I'm going to report on it. Okay.
And we'll compare it to your beer league.
Yeah, I'm not going to play in the beer league.
Exactly.
But I mean, they paid me. Maybe. I mean, I'm not doing things that could get me hurt for free.
Exactly. Well, that's true.
I'll do this for free.
That would be crazy.
It's not painful, and I like.
Sometimes no. I'm just kidding.
I mean, when I try to pronounce things, you're in pain. So. Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got.
Go Knights, go.
There it is.